And here it is, the Create a Club career mode finally being released after around like 2 weeks, where we've just been waiting for the first episode to come out. But the first thing you need to do when you go into a new career mode is you've got to go and look at the team. And we've got good old Jeremy Corbyn up front. He's not got the most pace, he's a bit old as well, but he's going to be our decent striker for League 2 for this entire season.
So it's fair to say that the starting 11 it's not old, but it's old. It's older than our bench. Our bench has young. Our bench is young, and it will definitely grow into our main team. But for now, we're just gonna stick Atkins. I want to put instead of West because he is 20, and our goalkeeper at the moment is 32. Obviously, 32 isn't that old for a keeper, but we just need some good. Yeah, we need some good talent. I'm also gonna send a youth scout to the Czech Republic. I mean, if we're able to, because I don't know if we are able to. Hire a scout. Let's see what we can. Yeah, we can't really get too many. So what I think we'll do is we'll do Ollie Winter, and we will Eastern or rest of Europe. We're gonna go to Czech Republic. And what we'll do is we'll just do 9 months because we can. We've got this guy's is a lot cheaper, and he's 3-star, which is all right for a scout, especially when we don't really have the biggest budget ever. So what I think I'm gonna do is go and sign some free agents because I mean we need some Czech players, and to be honest, we'll have to just get some free agents in there.
So I didn't know this because I don't know if it was in previous FIFAs, but if you are in League 2 or League 1, you can't sign players from abroad. I don't want to come to the league. So unfortunately, we're going to have to bend the rules. We can't use Czech players. So what we're going to have to do is we're just going to use normal players. Anyone who we can sign who is good and will get us out of the bottom 2 leagues, we will sign them. And the rule will apply once we get into the championship, which I'm pretty sure is when you can start signing players from abroad. Obviously, we'll have some youth talent in the meantime, but for when that comes, it's not necessary that we have 5 Czech youth talents in the team, because that would be a bit unrealistic. We need to win the league. We need to get out of the league so we can actually let this rule apply. But anyways, enough of this we need a Czech player nonsense. We are playing our first game of this new career mode at Rush Green, the perfect setting for our first game. It's going to be a good one against Newport County. I have nothing really to go off, and this is going to be a great season, the start of something special. West Ham 2 are going to go all the way. Look at all our players. These are our no-face characters. Eventually we will be getting some absolute superstars in here, but for now it's just the no-faces. Look at them, they're so proud of themselves. They have made it to West Ham 2, the academy of West Ham. They came from the academy of West Ham, and now they're playing at the 4th level. This is our team, and let's get into this game. And the boys started off well as I decided to go on a trip with Luca Petri, and he just went through the entire team with ease, and thanks to a lucky mistake from the keeper, we managed to put ourselves in front within 2 minutes of the debut. Petri celebrates, he's absolutely ecstatic with that beautiful goal. Definitely was not the keeper diving out the way that caused it to happen, but still a great run from probably our oldest player in the team. He's not going to be here for too much longer, but at least he can stake his claim as a great starter for this season. Not a save this keeper's going to want to look back on, because that is a bit of a shocker. He's just, I don't know, it's just FIFA. But just 4 minutes on, our celebrations were halted by Newport as they went and scored a very nice passing play goal, and a very good finish at the end of it. He goes and celebrates with the away Newport County supporters. They travel all the way to Rush Green, the fortress of a ground, so they really deserve some plaudits. But not very soon afterwards, Jeremy Corbyn got his first goal of the series, a very nice scissor kick goal from crossed in well by Glyn, our youngster, who looks pretty good, and that is his first goal of most likely many for the club. We're back on the attack 10 minutes later as Ryan threads a lovely ball through to Corbyn, who has the finish, and it's a very good one at that. Puts us 3-1 up within 30 minutes, and we're really cruising through this game.
And Corbyn got his very first hat-trick for the club when we scored from this corner, put it into the 6-yard box, and he gets his head on it, absolutely thundercunts the bar. And that puts us 4-1 up going into half-time, a pretty amazing result in our first game. But Newport were back on us in the second half, as we make a good tackle here from Langley, but Glynn cannot distribute the ball and it lands straight to Telford, who absolutely buries the finish, and they are back in the game. But we were back on the front foot once again as Corbyn goes past the defender, and of course he has the finish. He gets his 4th of the game. He's having an absolute blinder. It's just very annoying. The AI is so good in this game, and obviously they just make this incredible run into the middle and just finish it off. It's too easy. And they also don't shoot like they're playing in League 2. Like, look at that, that's a great finish. Like, how has he done that? But we weren't going to bottle it as Mercado goes through and cuts it back to Corbyn, who finally made a run just like the AI did and finishes it off well to get his 5th and final goal of the game. What a performance from Jeremy Corbyn. His name isn't Jeremy, but it's alright because he is Mr. Corbyn. But it seemed like we were going to bottle it with 5 minutes left, as he just goes and just does another amazing finish. You just can't fight it. But we managed to hold on and we won the game in the end, 6-5. What a performance. Jeremy Corbyn gets the match ball, gets 5 goals. What a game from him, his first of many for the club. But now we're on to the second game against Sutton United, newly promoted to the 4th division of English football, and now they are playing the mighty West Ham 2. Our players line up for hopefully a repeat of last game, a very emphatic win. And it didn't start off well for us, as somehow a League 2 player did that skill and put it into the centre. They then nearly fucked it up, but obviously they went and scored. Even though they're the worst team in the league, they were still ripping us apart. And 23rd minute shoots, and it's a lovely finish into the bottom corner. We're getting a bit smacked around by the new boys, but it's alright, we got our own response coming, and Jeremy Corbyn makes a lovely run, a good ball as well, and he has the finish, and we're back in the game, 2-1, we've got this. But we managed to survive some more batterings until half time, but then they went and scored, a bit of a shocker from Atkins. You'll see it on the replays. It's just poor goalkeeping. Should be saving it with he's massive, he's like 6'6". He should be saving this. I know he's not as high rated, but still, this is an absolute stinker, and this absolutely buried the game for us. It was gone now. We probably weren't going to get this back, especially when League 2 players are apparently the best shooters in the world. And Sutton wanted to bury us even deeper into the ground. This ball is somehow being made, and Atkins gets a hand to it, but to be honest, it was a pretty good finish, and we are so far gone in this game. I was just playing it out just for the sake of it, because the team was shocking, the AI somehow so good, and that is like, when do you see that happening in League 2? I have no idea. I've never seen that in League 2. Sometimes they have good shots like that, but not that good. They were into the box again, and just, it's a good save from Atkins, but like too little too late, man. And they didn't want to stop either, as in just the last minute they just went and scored another 6-1 just casually. The newly promoted team, he just gets pushed off the ball so easily, and we had no chance against these guys, especially when the AI just turned up the difficulty for some reason. Like, what's happened? What happened in this game compared to the last game? Overall, a pretty disappointing loss. Like, just shit from everyone. So what do you do when you get fucked up many times by terrible teams? You go to the transfer list and you go and sign some top rated talents. So Gravensky gets a call from his office, and that is the Sunderland manager, and he wants to sell Doyle. He's got a good player, 17 years old, is about the rating that we have right now, and he does accept. And I felt we needed a bit more pace up front, so we went and signed 18-year-old Ricky J. Jones. He has 92 pace, and to be honest, we can get him extremely good. Just needs to get his shooting up, and to be honest, we have a very lethal partnership up front. But Ollie Winter came out and he produced an absolute wonder find. He found a man called Victor Resnick, an absolute beast. He was in the youth academy for about 20 seconds before I went and signed him into the team. 61 rated, and he's 17. he's going to be good for us. He's going to be a club legend. He's going to be here all the way, most likely, because his potential is cracking, and he is just a cracking player overall. But into the third game, and we are against Barrow. A good ball into the centre from Ricky Jones, and Victor Resnick just over the bar 17 minutes into his debut. Promising signs. Very close shot. To be honest, he's just got into the team. So, to be honest, that makes it even better. But anyway, Barrow are on the attack, and they just... What can you do? The AI is just too good. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to run just with Ricky Jones. He's got 92 pace, we can just run. And surprisingly, by the end of the time we got into the 6-yard box, it had actually worked, and we're back 1-1 just after they scored. A pretty nice goal from Ricky Jones. Don't know how it happened, but I guess it's just pace. And that is his debut goal for the club. But Barrow did not like the pace of use very much. Our right back has completely lost his sense of bearings of how to defend, and we just go and concede an easily avoidable goal. But if we had a good right back, we wouldn't have conceded that. But we're back. Resnick passes to Coates, and that is a lovely finish and an assist for Resnick on debut. Completely forgot about him passing when I scored that goal. But overall, a very, very nice goal from Coates, and we're back in the game 2-2. Petri, on his favoured left foot, completely fluffs the shot wide of the post. Somehow he missed. He really should be scoring when his stronger foot is his left. And that ruined 3 points for us as the game finished 2-2. We easily could have got 3 points here, but thanks to some terrible players, we didn't. Overall, a lot of missed chances. So this is the point when all of the footage stops. After the first 3 games I played, that was around September, the start of September 2021, when I played those games, and everything after that does not exist, only the second season. So I'm very sorry for that. Any new viewers of the channel, I hope this does not deter you, because I have no idea what the fuck happened to my recording. I remember recording it, it just isn't there. But clearly it's an error on my part, and I mean, it's sad because we did alright. We did manage to finish in 11th after all of that. Corbyn was top scorer in the League 2 with 24 goals, mostly helped by that first game, but to be honest, he still would have gotten it even if we hadn't scored 5 in that game. But overall, I'm very sorry for how this video has ended. As you could have expected, 1 season per episode, so the video is going to be around 20 something minutes long, and this video would have been 20 something minutes long had we actually been able to get the footage, but it doesn't exist anymore, and I can't go back now, so I'm very sorry for that. But if you did enjoy the video anyway, make sure to like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot. If you're looking forward to the rest of the series, then make sure to say your thoughts down below. But that's all from me. I do hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.